For Virgo rising for the month of December. Taurus, bottom of the deck, Uranus. I do feel like you're on the right path. You realize that you have to keep to yourself, and you have to keep on kind of keeping your head down, doing what you're doing, being diligent, because you don't want anything or anybody to sabotage your progress or your momentum. Yeah, so I just feel like you're very much focused on you right now. And people don't realize this, but I do feel like you've been changing. Maybe you've been planning something in the background, but I feel like it's being hidden. You know, you haven't revealed this new version, maybe of yourself, or just the changes that you've been making, you know. Virgo rising in the month of December. Frozen. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. Okay, bottom of the deck, I do want to show you this. Education. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. So yeah, I feel like you've been maybe learning something new. Maybe you've been reading up on something here. Perhaps reading a lot of books or doing a lot of research on something here, hoping to improve your situation. You know, knowledge is power. And so again, I just feel like you're in a waiting period here, and you're waiting for the right moment or the right opportunity, for light to kind of shine through here and kind of be your saving grace. But I do feel like there needs to be some kind of shakeup in order for this to happen. Okay, again guys, I'm not offering personal readings right now, but I'm open to doing a personal reading for those that donate through my Cash App or Venmo. The link is in my bio if you're interested, and I can take down your name and do your reading after this one if you're interested. December. Okay, so 2 cards, but I am going to take the top card here. We have Snow, Rest, Contemplation. The other card, bottom of the deck, Moth, Mystery, Concealment, Illusion. Yeah, so again, I feel like you're kind of keeping a lot to yourself, keeping a lot hidden. While people are, you know, no, that's not a good analogy. Okay. When the world is sleeping, I feel like you're awake. You're doing overtime. You're doing extra work. Okay. Which is very much like an earthy thing to do. And we have Taurus here. So that's not very surprising. But yeah, I'm hearing there's no rest for the wicked. And so, again, I feel like you're working overtime because you're determined. You're like, I know this season will change. Right? And you're going to be prepared for that moment when it comes. All right. what should you know, Virgo risings? Gentle. You haven't done anything wrong. You need to be easier and gentler with yourself. I love you, and I think you are amazing. And we have a little sun here on this card, right? And again, I just feel like you're kind of waiting maybe for spring. You know, maybe something significant is going to happen to the spring, quite literally. We do have Taurus energy here. And so I do feel like maybe during maybe May, okay, you may receive some kind of opportunity, or you may hear back from someone here, or you may get the answers that you need, possibly, or just around that time period. And also with this gentle card here, you know, be very careful. I feel like what you're dealing with is kind of a delicate situation. You don't want to force your way open. I feel like for you guys, there's a word I'm looking for that I can't quite, that's not coming to mind. Tact, that's the word. Thank you. Tact is key. You need to have tact. Okay, I'm going to pull a tarot card for my Virgo rising that's resonating with this. Waterfall. Oh my gosh, look, the ice melting. 6 of Forces. Yes. Balance will be restored, right? The ebb and flow. 6 of Forces, the waterfall. I am going to read this card for you. But yeah, the ice is going to melt, you know, and I do feel like this situation is going to move forward. But yeah, I'm going to read this. I do feel like you have something, a new energy coming your way, and I feel like this is going to be a beautiful renewal for you in some way. Maybe you're going to get some kind of abundance here, or yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. Like you're going to feel so good once this changes. But let me read this. Upright. A towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening to the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honors you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid, like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap your power that is ever flowing. Wow. So yeah, I do feel like you're going to have a new world. Some of you may be moving in the near future here. Or acquire some kind of new land or new property. For some of you, maybe it's a property issue to where like maybe you've been trying to buy a new house or buy a house elsewhere. Or just buy a house, doesn't necessarily have to be new, I'm just saying. But maybe just because the economy right now has just been very tough for you, for everybody, maybe the market, you know, so I do feel like things are going to shift and change for the better. Okay, let me see here. All right. I'm going to get my charger here so I can charge my phone. Give me 1 second. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna charge my phone. There we go. Is it charging? Hell yeah. Okay. Take a drink of water here as well. Okay. Alright, so let's move on to Sun and Virgo. Sun and Virgo. Bottom of the deck, Pisces came out, Neptune. Wow. A lot of, I almost said hella. I hear somebody that says hella a lot. I was to say hella Piscean energy here. There's a mirroring effect because of this water element. Okay. I guess as above, so below. As within, so without. You're transforming from the inside out. In the month of December. You're about to emerge here. You're about to see the results of your work on yourself. There also may be a divine soulmate or twin flame connection here, or just a divine partnership here. Okay. Came out in the reverse. Make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems, which Virgo is known to be great with working with their hands, by the way. But yeah, I feel like you have been doing the work. You know, it's like you've been tightening some loose screws here, you know, fine-tuning yourself, or fine-tuning something that means a lot to you. Perhaps some it's in regards to music or a particular skill that you do with your hands, perhaps, okay? But yeah, I feel like you're about to see the result of this, and you are determined to make this work. And it's been maybe trial and error for you. You've, fallen down, you've got back up again. I feel like, been through a lot of different failures. Okay, let's see. Sun in Virgo. You may be working towards your calling. Okay, way too many cards. All right, I'm gonna pull the top card here. We have Earth Angel. I didn't realize how deeply you loved me while I was physically alive. I see it now, and I know you were one of my Earth Angels. You greatly blessed my life. I always loved you too. On the deck, we have bad choices. You may have made bad choices in the past. Okay, maybe you've done a lot of reflection, and maybe you've realized something here. You've had like an epiphany. Maybe you realized you deeply loved someone, or you had feelings or emotions towards somebody here, and maybe you didn't realize it. Maybe you didn't realize it until this person was gone. Or until you spent a lot of time by yourself. Let's see what else we have. Sun in Virgo. Disruption in the reverse. On the deck, I do want you to see abundance here. So yeah, I do feel like you've had some kind of aha moment. You've had some kind of epiphany. Maybe you've realized you really needed to work on yourself. Maybe you've realized you kind of let yourself go, or you let something go, or you put something on the back burner that was really important to you. And maybe someone triggered you, came into your life, and made you realize that, hey, I need to get back to work. And so I think you're trying to get back to them. Maybe you're trying to figure out a way towards them. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're hoping to have some kind of union here, and you may be asking for guidance from your guides, from your angels. Because maybe you feel as if something is meant to be. Okay, I'm going to take the top card. We have Six of Roses, the War of the Roses. I'm actually going to read that card here. I'm hearing love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. Maybe you're realizing that something is worth fighting for here, or you have to kind of get your head back in the game and fight for this, or fight for what you want. Let me read this card. If I can find it, it's great. Okay, here we go. Storm clouds gather in the sky. Two lines of mounted knights stand at the ready, facing each other across a clear field of battle. The left side carries the banner of the white rose, the right carries the red rose. This card depicts a war within a relationship and or a battle within your heart about a relationship. Most often, this relationship is romantic in nature, but this card could also refer to a coworker, partner, boss, or family member. There could be a power play, and at the very least, there is a lack of reciprocity and communication. You are at an impasse. Your intuition or your spirit, the white rose, has told you that this experience is not a supportive one. But your passions, fears, and needs, the red rose, keep you from listening. You have tried to bring the two together, as indicated by the dirty flag with the combined white and red rose on the ground. But what's happening in this relationship is not compatible with your spirit's view for you. So there you stand, your spirit and your passions, just watching and waiting. The situation is nothing less than karmic, and it is time to listen and take action. Awareness, vision, and self-honoring are required now for you to position yourself best and make plans to leave the battlefield. Yeah, so what I get from here, I'm getting actually that for most of you, you're leaving something behind. Something that no longer is working for you. This is definitely letting go. This is releasing. Maybe you're in a deep illusion about something, or maybe you're kind of stuck in illusion just in general. Whether it's just you've kind of been going about your day, not really doing a lot of reflecting, not really thinking the situation very well, or very thoroughly, or thinking it through. But again, I do feel like you recently had some kind of epiphany that something needs to be done, that a change needs to take place. And you're called to move. I think you're going to fight for what you want, but you may be at a crossroads. Okay. I feel like this is going to resonate differently with different people, so I am going to pull a different card. Some of you may be even leaving another relationship behind and moving towards somebody else. Okay, perhaps this is somebody from the past. Others of you may just be leaving a situation that just is no longer working for you. Maybe you've let yourself go, and you're moving towards love because, you know, you've realized this is what you want. This is worth fighting for. There's a lot of cards here. Let me... Okay. Sun and Virgo. Serial killer. Yeah. On the deck, laundry mountain climber. Yeah, there's definitely something you've left on the back burner here. There's a lot of work maybe to be done. You know, again, I just feel like you've let maybe yourself go. Okay, for some of you here. Maybe you just wanted to sweep things under the rug and act as if this didn't matter, but it really did, and now you have to kind of work extra hard to maybe repair this or to get yourself together to move forward. Serial killer. Maybe there's some kind of irony here. As well. Yeah. Anyways. Let's move towards, last but not least, Moon and Virgo. Those are the moon in Virgo in the month of December. Mars, bottom of the deck, Mercury. Okay. I feel like I'm connecting with a masculine type of energy here. You may have Aries or Scorpio in your chart. But I do feel like you've been fighting for something, and maybe you're realizing it's best to leave the situation. Maybe you're like, this isn't worth the risk, this isn't worth your fight, this isn't worth the battle. Maybe you're shocked, maybe you're betrayed. Maybe you're shocked, maybe you're betrayed. Maybe you've realized something, again, like much like the sun energy, there's an epiphany that you're having about the situation. Moon in Virgo in the month of December. Okay, I'm only going to pull one card. I'm going to take this top card here, shutting in the reverse. And it says, you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. I feel like you've been fighting in a toxic situation. And I feel like you've realized that nothing is going to change, that this is some kind of karmic lesson. And you're realizing you're needing to walk away. Okay, let me see what else we have for you. Moon in Virgo. Unique soul. Yeah. I mean, look at the cards within this card. We have the Fool, the Star, the Sun, the Six of Wands. So this is wanting victory and realizing that letting go of this is you having some kind of victory. This is like, I don't have to fight for this anymore. I can leave this behind. All right, but where are you? What's happening here? Where are you going? Moon in Virgo. The month of December. Okay, I'm going to take the top card again. The Great Star of Africa. Envy. Envy is a religion of the mediocre. It comforts them, it soothes their worries, and finally it rots their souls, allowing them to justify their meanness and their greed until they believe these to be virtues. I feel like you've realized that you're the gem and that people were actually envious of you. I think people didn't want to open up to you. People didn't want to give to you. People didn't want to maybe give you opportunities. And I feel like you're realizing your worth and your value. And there's more elsewhere. we have 5 of Scrolls, diversity. So yeah, I think you've stuck with what you've known. Maybe you've worked really hard where you're at. Again, you have stuck this through. What's that word I'm saying, or that phrase I'm thinking about here? What's the word? Well, one, I'm hearing clear as mud, and then I'm hearing embrace the suck. So very, these remind me of military phrases, and so you may be in the military. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but I just feel like you're like, you know what, I've dealt with this for too long. I've done everything that was asked of me and maybe more, and I think you're kind of putting, you know, you're either ending your contract here, or just you're not renewing your contract here, or you are putting your 2 weeks notice in and you're just like, I'm done. So like, I played by your rules. I've done this already. I've realized that it's time for a change. It's time for me to do something else. And so I do feel like you are going to diversify your skills, diversify your experience by leaving what you have known for a long time behind and moving towards this next phase in your life. Okay, I'm going to read this diversity card, 5 of Scrolls. This says, a woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. Yep. All right, guys. I am going to stop there. I'm going to take a little break here. I may come back on a little later. So if you want to hit the follow button if you haven't already, so you can check to see if I'm live. I might be asking, or I might be opening up the floor for personals when I come back, so definitely stay tuned. Also, I will be posting this on my YouTube channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot. My channel is actually posted in my bio if you want to check it out. Maybe subscribe. If you like what you see or like what you hear, I think it's just interesting, or you just want to show some love and support what I do, I appreciate that. I also take donations as well, and I do give back. So if you do want to ever donate, I can do like a few cards for you if you're interested. But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.